Dear students, welcome again. In the previous video, we have studied about the movement of a couple. We tried to understand the concept of movement of a couple. Now, in this video, we will try to understand this concept by taking some examples. See this example. Uh, the constituent forces of a couple of movement G act at a point A and B. If their lines of action are turned through a right angle, they form a couple of movement H. When they both act at right angles to AB, show that they form a couple of movement G square plus H square whole under root. Because couple is a combination of two forces whose lines of actions are parallel to each other, and sense of both the forces are equal, opposite, but magnitude are equal. Suppose that magnitude of each force is equal to P, and AB is the arm of this couple. Now we draw a perpendicular AL on the line of action of force B. Suppose that this ABL angle is equal to theta. Now in right angle triangle ALB, AL upon AB is equal to sin theta, that is AL is equal to AB sin theta. Now moment of the this couple will be equal to G will be equal to P into perpendicular distance between the lines of action of both the forces AL, P into AL, but AL is equal to AB sin theta, therefore G is equal to PAB sin theta. When this angle theta is turned through an angle of 90, then new moment
Updates
will
have
be
been
equal to
applied.
P into AB sin 90 plus theta. This sin 90 plus theta will be equal to cos theta, therefore H is equal to PAB cos theta. Now squaring and adding equation first and second, G square plus S square will be equal to P square AB square sin square theta plus cos square theta. From this relation, we have G square plus S square is equal to P square into AB square. Then P into AB will be equal to G square plus S square whole under root. This P into AB is the movement of the couple. Therefore, movement of this couple will be equal to G square plus S square whole under root. Now see this example. Forces P 2P minus P 2P act along the sides AB, BC, CD, DA of a square ABCD. Under root 2P act along each the diagonal BD and C of this square. Then show that the forces are equivalent to a couple of moment 2 into AP, where A is the side of square. Suppose ABCD is a square, and suppose force P acts along AB, 2P, this force 2P acts along BC, and CD along CD, minus force minus P acts along CD, and along DA force 2P acts along this side DA. Magnitude of force under 2P acts along AC and BD, both the diagonals. Now this force which is along CA, which is equal to under root 2P, is equivalent to a force P each acting along CD and CB. Now force under root 2P is equivalent to, we can resolve this force along BC and BA, whose magnitude is equal to P. This will be equal to P. Now along AB, total net force will be equal to P along AB and P along BA. This will be equal to 0, and magnitude of force along BC will be equal to P plus 2P, P plus 2P minus P minus P. This will be equal to 2P plus P minus P is equal to 2P, and magnitude of force along CD will be equal to P minus P is equal to 0, and magnitude of along DA will be equal to 2P. Now we are left with only two forces, 2P along BC and 2P along DA. These two are equal magnitude and parallel forces. Therefore, these two forces will form a couple. These two are equal and unlike parallel forces, and movement of this couple will be equal to magnitude of either force and into perpendicular distance between both the forces. That is 2P into A, 2 AP units. This is the movement of this couple. Now, what is triangle theorem of movements? If three forces acting on a rigid body be represented in magnitude, direction and lines of action by the sides of a triangle taken in order, they are equivalent to a couple whose movement is equal to twice the area of the triangle. Suppose PQR be three forces acting on a rigid body and represented in magnitude, direction and lines of action by the sides BC, CA, AB of triangle ABC. Now forces R and P represented by AB and BC, act at a point B. Therefore, the resultant will be, according to triangle law of forces, be a force which acting on through B and represented magnitude by the direction AC. Hence, the resultant of force R and P act at point B is equivalent to force Q along BE, because this force R can be represented by this vector, this force. Magnitude of this force according to parallelogram law of vector addition will be equal to BE. Then we are only left with two forces, a force along BE whose magnitude is equal to Q, and a force along CA whose magnitude is also equal to Q. Then these two forces are equal and unlike parallel forces, therefore they form a couple, and movement of this couple is equal to Q into Bn. Bn is the perpendicular distance between the lines of action both the forces. That is will be equal to CA into Bn. CA into Bn is equal to the twice the area of this triangle ABC. If three non-concurrent forces acting on a body be equivalent to a couple, they must be proportional to sides taken in order in the same order of a triangle formed by their lines of action. Because we have given three non-concurrent forces. Forces are non-concurrent, therefore suppose that ABC be the triangle formed by the lines of action of forces PQR acting on a rigid body, and suppose G the movement of the couple which they are equivalent. Because the algebraic sum movements of forces forming a couple about any point in its plane is constant is equal to the movement of the couple. Now taking movement about the point A, then we have movement of this force R will be equal to 0, because line of action this force R passes through point A, and that of force Q is also equal to 0, because line of action of this force Q also passes through A. Now we are only left with a force P whose line of action do not pass through A, and movement of this force will be equal to magnitude of this force P into perpendicular distance AL, and movement of other two forces will be equal to 0. Therefore P into AL is equal to G. Now area of triangle ABC will be equal to half into BC into AL. From this relation, AL comes out to be 2 delta upon BC. Therefore, by putting in this AL value of AL in this relation, P into AL is equal to delta upon BC is equal to G, where delta is the area of triangle ABC. From this, P upon BC is equal to G upon 2 delta. Similarly, taking moments about B and C, we get Q upon CA is equal to G upon 2 delta, R upon AB is equal to G upon 2 delta. These all ratios are constant, therefore P upon BC is equal to Q upon CA is equal to R upon AB. This means if three forces which are non-concurrent forces be equivalent to a couple, then they must be proportional to the sides. Here we have proved that these forces are proportional to the sides of the triangle ABC. See this example. Suppose x, y, z be the points on the sides ABC, BC, CA, AB of a triangle ABC respectively, such that BC upon XC is equal to CY upon YA is equal to AZ upon ZB is equal to P upon Q. Then prove that the system of the forces are represented by AX, BY, CZ is equivalent to a couple of movement 2 delta into P minus Q upon P plus Q in clockwise direction, where delta is the area of triangle. Because this ratio is equal to P upon Q, this means Bx upon Xc is equal to P upon Q. From this we can write Q into Bx is equal to P into Xc is equal to P into Xc. Then by lambda mu theorem we get Q into AB plus P into AC is equal to Q plus P into AX. From this, AX will be equal to, by dividing both sides by Q plus P, will be equal to Q upon Q plus P AB plus P upon Q plus P AC. Similarly, BY can be written as Q upon Q plus P BC plus Q upon P upon Q plus P BA. And similarly, CZ will be equal to Q upon Q plus P CA plus P upon Q plus P CB. By adding all these equations, AX plus BY plus CZ will be equal to Q upon Q plus P common AB plus BC plus CA. Similarly, second term will be equal to P upon Q plus P common AC plus BA plus CB. This is equal to 0 and this is also equal to 0. Sorry, AB plus BC plus CA, this is equal to AC. AC can be written as CA. Then this will be equal to minus P upon Q plus P AB plus BC plus CA. Taking AB plus BC plus CA common, we get Q minus P upon Q plus P AB plus BC plus CA. Now taking BA can be written as AB can be written as minus BA. Therefore, this becomes equal to P minus Q upon Q plus P BA plus AC plus CB. Now, BA, AC and CB form a couple of movement in clockwise direction equivalent to twice the area of triangle we have already studied in previous article. This means this set of forces is equivalent to a couple of moment 2 delta P minus Q upon P plus Q. Now, what is the resultant of a force and a couple? Suppose we have a single force and a coplanar couple together acting on a rigid body, then cannot be balanced, and but they are equivalent to a single force equal and parallel to the given force. Suppose PP be the given couple and F be the given force acting on a point A on in the same plane. Now we replace this couple by another couple which is equivalent to equivalent couple to the given couple PP, such that one of the forces acts on a O point in a direction opposite to the given force F, This this couple is introduced, which is a equivalent couple of the given couple, whose movement is equal to the movement of the given couple. Movement of this couple F into OD is equal to movement of the given couple P into P. Therefore, OD is equal to P into P upon F. Now, these two forces being equal and opposite cancelled each other, and therefore, we are left with only one force, single force F acts at a point D. Then in the therefore, the resultant of a couple and a force is a single force whose magnitude is equal to the given single force, and line of action is displaced through a distance OD, which is equal to P into P upon F, parallel to the line of action parallel to the given single force. Now, resolution of a force into a force and a couple we can resolve. Similarly, we can resolve a force equivalent to an equal and parallel force at an arbitrary point together with a couple of movement equal to a movement of given force about the at that point. Let we have a force F which acts on point A on the rigid body. Now, through a point O, we draw two equal and opposite forces along OB and OC parallel to this line of action AK. Now these two forces are balanced each other, therefore their net effect on the rigid body will be equal to 0. Now, if OL is perpendicular to AK, then force F at A and F at O along OB, these two forces will form a couple whose movement will be equal to F into OL, and we are also this is a couple, and we are also left with the force, single force F acts on point AO and acts along the line of action OC. Then this single force is equivalent to a couple and a single force F acts upon acts on a point O on the rigid body. Now, if we have any system of covalent forces acting on a rigid body, this system of forces is equivalent to a single force acting on a at a arbitrary point together with a couple. This system of force will be equivalent to a single force and a couple. Suppose P1, P2, P3, Pn be a number of forces acting on points A, B, C, A1, B1, A3 and so on. Let O be any arbitrary point. Now, we replace force P1 act at a point A1 by a equal and parallel force P1 at O. These two forces are equivalent. Similarly, P2 is equal to a force P2 which acts at point O and so on. All these covalent forces act at a point O. Now, because all the forces can be represented, any forces can be represented in the previous article we have already studied. Every force can be equivalent to an equal and parallel force, an arbitrary point, and together with a couple. Therefore, each force can be reduced to a single force and a single couple. Therefore, algebraic sum of all the forces about any point will be equal to algebraic sum of movement of all the couples will be equal to algebraic sum of movements of component forces P1, P2 about the point. Hence, the system has been reduced to a single force acting at an arbitrary point together with a single couple whose movements is equal to the algebraic sum of movement of all the given forces. Now suppose that we have an example. A bar AB weighs 10 kg. It is placed horizontal on two smooth pegs, one at A and other at C. An upward vertical force P is applied at point end point B. Show that if P is equal to 10 kg, the equilibrium of bar is not possible. A bar is placed on two pegs, one at A and other at C. Suppose that R1 and R2 be reactions at point A and C respectively, and R is the resultant reaction, which is equal to R1 plus R2, because R1 and R2 are parallel, and this D is the point where resultant of these two reactions act on the bar. Weight of the bar AB is equal to G, therefore weight of the bar will act at point G, that is for center of gravity of this bar. When a vertical force of 10 kg is applied on the bar at point B, then this force of 10 kg at B and 10 kg force at G will form a couple, because these two forces are parallel, and unlike parallel forces of equal magnitude, they will form a couple. Then we are left with only a non-zero force, which is equal to R. Hence the equilibrium of bar is not possible, because the net force acting on the bar is not equal to 0. So dear students, this is all about the moments of a couple and resultant of any number of forces acting on a rigid body. In the next video, we will take some more examples to understand this concept more deeply. So thank you, students.